Alright. Welcome, brothers and sisters. My name is CB. What's going on, everybody? Guys, I have to say, I have some big news to talk about. I know I keep throwing this big news stuff at you, but you gotta listen. You gotta listen, okay? Now, I had this moment where, for the last, last 2 days, I had this terrible thing happen, and everything's compiling on everything. Guys, I have to say that I love you guys. I've had this long journey of trying to actually find work and make YouTube work as a living. Guys, I think I'm done with that endeavor. Now, it doesn't mean I'm stopping. If anything, I think this is actually a really good thing. Here's why. I got a job. I actually work for a subsidiary of Google. Pretty much, we will be checking the algorithm on certain keywords and making sure they work or they don't work. So I got a job, so I'm really excited about that. Now, it is kind of a part-time, full-time position. It's a project-to-project basis, so when I have a project, I'll be a little bit more busy than I'm not having a project. But this is where this goes into it. Now that I'm going to be making a little bit of money, and unfortunately, because of the disaster of this recent I put up 2 videos, and honestly, it was a dramatic flop. It's like, I was expecting a much more warmer reception from everybody. It was a new shift to the channel, and I know I could have let it live a little bit longer, but, in truth, I built it up so much in my head that you guys were really going to dig it, and we were going to have this interaction. I was going to give away a bunch of games again, and there's going to be lots of fun. But, unfortunately, I noticed with 2 videos, I had 7 views on one, and I had 14 on another, on my first one, and I had 2 comments. And they were both talking about most of the people that I was giving away games to. Or people who were involved with the challenge coming in the future. And that's great, but I mean, I specifically asked in the beginning of the video and towards the middle of the video to talk about my ideas for Wednesday's video and some ideas for Friday's video, and I got no response, which pretty much means that you guys watched the video and really didn't dig it because you didn't even hear the information I probably gave you. So that's okay, and I understand that if I was you guys, I probably would have left already too, because I've flip-flopped things so many times, it would just drive me crazy. I mean, like, honestly, if all of a sudden, Markiplier stopped doing Let's Plays and all of a sudden did, like, a cooking channel, all of a sudden he'd probably lose like 4 million subs tomorrow. It's Markiplier, so he would definitely keep at least probably 3 million of them. But I'm just saying that, if you flip-flop around all the time like I've been doing with this channel, that's the problem. Because I always had this mindset that I need to make money from this. And every single time that I've done anything from it, it's never progressed fast enough for me. Now again, I'm not a little baby. I mean, it doesn't have to get 25,000 subs, in like a weekend or a month. It's just one of those things where I've stayed the exact same for almost 6 months now, and my view count has got anywhere from staying steady to around the same. Nothing's really improved or let go. And honestly, I don't mean this wrong, but most of my core viewers are YouTubers, and well, I love YouTubers. Trust me, I love, mixing up and talking to everybody. But the problem is when you are a YouTube gamer yourself and you are a viewer, a lot of times it's kind of like a push-pull thing. It's like people will respond to you as long as you're responding to them. The minute you stop responding to them, they stop responding to you. Which really isn't what, most time what people are trying to look for. What I'm looking for is a fan who basically, stays with you all the way through, thick and thin, always there, always there. If a new video that come out, they're super excited, and they're on their day one trying to look for you to watch. And, and that's the kind of thing that, a lot of YouTubers don't do, because YouTubers are busy doing their own thing. I mean, it's hard to watch 25-minute videos when you're making videos all day long. I get that. I understand that. And a lot of times YouTubers will just come in and they'll usually comment on the first, 15 to 20 seconds of the video of it, and then that's it. I mean, that's not all the cases, but that's a lot of the cases. So it's one of those things where I think my journey to trying to appease and try to make like the next YouTube channel that can actually make some kind of a living, I think that dream is kind of done. I mean, the big problem is that I'm 34 years old. That doesn't sound like a big deal in most modern day world. 34 years old is actually pretty young. But the thing about it is, in YouTube land, 34 years old is a dinosaur. Because let's face it, guys, the oldest person on the YouTube who has 1 million subs is 46 years old. There's one guy that has over 1 million subs, and that's it. There's one guy, but in second place for that's like 39. So, like I said, I am at the tip age, and these are the people who started off when YouTube was strong. The thing is, most 13-year-olds and 10-year-olds don't want to see, their dad play a video game, in which I'm very much in that demographic of those people, and I don't really feel like putting on a facade of who I am not. I want to just go and have fun. I want to go and play video games because this is my time, and that's really what this is about, is that I want to make this a hobby. Guys, the worst thing I've ever done in this was I was always trying to make money because I needed it for my family. And now, I didn't need to make, again, I've said this 1,000 times, I didn't need to make $100,000 a year. I just needed to make minimum wage. And once I had that, I never would have asked for another cent, or I never would have changed anything around. But the problem is that when people see you looking like you're in for money, then it looks like you're in it for money and not for the fun of it. And that's not fun to watch. And it's like, it's not fun watching someone who's playing to you. You want to look like you're kind of being, watching someone just have a fantastic time and want to join the fun. And that's exactly what this channel is going to be about now. This channel is, I'm making enough money now where I don't need to worry about it. So I'm just going to sit back, be crazy, and have some crazy amounts of fun and play what I want to play. I don't have to necessarily play the newest, latest games. If you guys want to suggest something down below, I'm all fine with that. That's fine. But for the most part, I'm just going to play what I want to play, and I'll let you inform me what it's going to be. This time around, we're going to do a full playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. Now, again, I tried multiple times to actually play this game in full, and all the times it was always never just a standard Let's Play, because I always felt it had to be more than just a standard Let's Play. It's got to be something big and outrageous. It's like, no, you know what? I just want to play a freaking video game. And, I'm going to put a face cam up there because I can. I want to. And my kids give me in the background. You can hear the sound. I mean, it doesn't mean my quality is going to go down to nothing. It just means that I'm just going to play a video game. So when I have a chance to play video games, I'm going to go on and I'm going to record it. And I hope you don't mind that. There'll be a lot of videos up. I'm going to push to probably get about 2 videos out a day. That's my goal right now. But again, they're going to be very focused towards a very specific game. And I hope that's cool. And if I want to change things up and I want to add a different game, I will. And maybe I'll take a break from a game for a bit and jump on a different game and go back and forth. Again, it will still be clean. I'll take off all swearing just like I always do. But guys, I love you guys, and I want this to be fun. And making money sometimes isn't fun. It's necessary. So let's take this back to where it should be, and let's have some fun, okay? So guys, keep it clean. My name is CB, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.